So, I'm Jordan Hour, back with another episode of Half Hour with Jordan Hour. Today we'll be talking to outgoing seniors here at Nauset and their experiences they've had over the past 4 years. We'll start off today's show by having everyone introduce themselves.
So I'm Quinn Miller.
And I'm Tyler Hoffman.
I'm Tim Polero.
I'm Aiden Mitzis.
I'm Ben Morgan.
So, for the first question, what clubs and activities did you guys participate in?
So I was in Best Buddies Club all 4 years and JV Golf all 4 years. I did Art Club this year, so I've done a few clubs and activities.
I played lacrosse and hockey all 4 years at Nauset. Freshman and sophomore year, I was on JV for both sports, and then for junior year and senior year, I was on varsity.
I played soccer freshman and sophomore year, and then also in sophomore year I played track, and then I played it in junior year, and then I stopped there, but I didn't participate in any clubs, so it was just sports.
Sadly, I didn't do any clubs, but it was just time consuming for me.
That's understandable. I did Best Buddies, and I participated in the blood drive Nauset used to host.
What were some of your most memorable and favorite classes?
There's a lot. I've enjoyed basically every class I've been in, actually. This year I'm in art history, which is a good class. I've done video tech. We all have.
Yeah, I mean,
multiple times, and
we
that's
all have.
always a grand old time. Yeah, all the classes are good. Art is fun.
I know if you're into politics, one of my favorite classes was civics and government. Freshman year, you can take that, and then if you like it, you can take AP government your next year. And then, yeah, like Quinn said, video tech has been a staple of a lot of our Nauset careers. And another class I would definitely recommend, which was new this year, was AP computer science, which is a lot of coding and app building, and it's a lot of fun, and it just got introduced this year.
My favorite, I mean, I liked them all. I really enjoyed my history class with Mr. Evans junior year, and of course Nauset News and Video Tech. Probably my favorite, though, would be my photography class with Miss Campbell. I really enjoyed that. We got to go different places, take down tons of pictures. It was good.
Most classes were enjoyable for my Nauset High School career. Video tech, like everyone said, was a great class. I've done it for like 2 years now. SWS, I started that junior year. It was a really good class. It's English and history combined. So I'm doing that this year again.
I really enjoy woodshop and especially video tech. I've been taking video tech ever since freshman year, and well, here I am with Jordan Hour my senior year.
Okay. And so you guys all just mentioned that you took video tech, and you obviously are in that class.
Miss McCauley's the best teacher there is.
Yes, she is. So what was your favorite project?
Ooh.
A lot of our projects were like kind of goofing around, and that's
Yeah.
fun. But there's also like
I
some
know,
where
the
we
last
managed
one
to
was.
buckle down and do like good work, and that's good to see.
Like the dollar store superheroes.
That was fun.
That was
That
like-
was a good one.
We did a documentary.
That was
That was pretty
it
good.
was like if Infinity War had a penny budget.
And we also did a lot of contest projects, so what was your favorite from those?
Ooh. I don't know. I think I like the fire awareness one. I always thought like you'd either have the mix of like the funny ones or the serious ones, and they all turned out really good. I thought those were probably my favorite
That
contests.
one was a good balance between funny and serious.
I mean,
Yeah.
it was good and all, but I really loved making horror movies because you get to have a lot of fun with the special effects, the writing, and especially different camera shots and angles that you can use.
True.
So moving on, over the last 4 years, what events stood out to you guys? Like homecoming, dances, pep rally?
I only ever went to homecoming freshman year, and I had a fun time then. I'm not really sure why I didn't go back, but Pep Rally and all of Spirit Week is a lot of fun. That stands out to me every year.
Yeah, one thing I could definitely say about Nauset is we're really good at bringing everyone together. Yeah, like we do a lot of pep rallies and like Spirit Weeks, just getting people excited to have a lot of fun, and we're really connected in that way that we can all share like these fun moments together.
Yeah, definitely. Spirit Weeks are my favorite. We did a couple. We had like the holiday one, and then of course the normal ones that we have. But I always think it's pretty fun. Everyone dressing up and like looking stupid for a day or whatever. It's good. I love it.
I totally agree with all of them. They pretty much said what I was going to say. So I only went to homecoming last year, and it was okay.
Well, you
For me.
you stole everything I was about to say, only I didn't get a homecoming.
Nice.
Okay. Did you guys find that with it being your senior year, that homecoming was most fun this year?
Yeah, Pep Rally and all of Spirit Week, not homecoming because I didn't go, but the whole rest of the week was like, it was a lot more. It felt like it
Yeah,
mattered.
it's kind of like that, like our last hurrah, you know? Like we get that big, to go all out.
Yeah.
So over the last 4 years, starting with your freshman year, did you guys do any big freshman projects? I know the history department usually does that.
I can start with if you do take civics and government, you do a very, very cool project called the Witness to War program, where basically you need to find a veteran from any past wars and you interview them and do a lot of research, and then you set up like a whole presentation and you just get to basically honor this veteran and everything that he or she has done. And it's just a very, very interesting experience. And I would say, like, I'm not going to lie, it kind of changed my experience here at Nauset just because of the way that, or coming right into freshman year, having to do something with a lot of maturity was very interesting, and I had to be up for the task. But overall, I would say it was very, very fun and exciting and interesting.
My little brother just did that. It was pretty cool. Yeah, I saw him like he was editing the video, and it was pretty long too.
Yeah.
Freshman year, I did I think it was in Mr. Hicks' class. We all had to do a big presentation, and that was like the first like. It was pretty nerve-wracking, you know. You're like first big project of like high school freshman year, but I got through it. It was fun. Everyone had good presentations, and yeah.
Yeah, I'm not one for presentations.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah, freshman year, I was in Mr. Hicks as well.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're in the same class. I don't think so.
But
But I did
same experience.
I did mine on boats, and I built like this big boat, and I did really well on it. But my presentation wasn't so good, but Mr. Hicks liked the boat.
Yeah.
You like the book.
He
You're
did.
gonna need a bigger boat.
And did you do any major projects? Doesn't have to just be freshman year.
Yeah, I mean, I've had projects every year. I'm not going to say I did them all, but I had them. This year I've had a bunch in art history with Mr. Clark. He's got a difficult class. He runs it well. I've had a lot of fun in that one. Yeah, he does a lot of presentations, a lot that's like you have to keep track of it yourself. It's no hand-holding in his class. I like his classes a lot.
And then also in freshman year, when you start the school year, you get an advisor that you meet every Wednesday morning.
Mm-hmm.
Did you find this program beneficial, and what did you guys do in that?
Yeah, I mean, well, it's definitely, because when you're going from like middle school to a much bigger school in high school, it's good to have someone that's there that you can go and talk to whenever you need to if something's like totally stressing you out, or if you just need advice, whatever. It's good to have, that program so that all the new kids, and now we can do that just and anytime we need it. It's very nice.
Especially when your advisor is Jody Birchall.
Yeah.
Yes, it was
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
nice to be able to have that morning where you're like, okay, I can study for my tests,
Yeah.
I can maybe finish some homework if I was up late, and then they also set up a bunch of very good activities that kind of talk about subjects, whether it be like stress or like anything that might be cause for the school that they can help you with. So it's very cool to be able to have that time to kind of relax and take a deep breath, but also learn some things.
Yeah.
She's getting her dog trained to be a therapy dog very soon, Jody Birchall, and she'll be able to bring scouts to every advisory next
nice.
year.
Very cool.
Trying to talk
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, advisory didn't really feel important in the moment, but like
Yeah. Yeah.
That's true.
retrospectively, I think if it wasn't there, it would have been a lot different, I guess. I don't know if worse necessarily, but it definitely wouldn't have had that safety net, and that's always nice to have.
It's also, it kind of worked as like, I mean, kind of in the long run, it kind of worked as like an icebreaker
Yeah.
because you're
Yeah.
with random people.
Mhm.
So, I mean, you get to meet all these new kids just in like a almost like more comfortable environment because you're not really doing anything. But yeah, it's nice.
I mean,
Yeah,
that
that's
is
good.
true. I mean, you never really get to talk to anyone because you're usually stuck in class
Yeah.
a lot.
And I mean, that's how I met Aiden and
Mhm.
Ben over there, was through my advisory. Had
Yeah.
them all 4 years.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, I think advisory is like, it's different than just coming to school every day and just going to your normal class. You have
Yeah,
something
you get,
else
like,
to
a
do.
break, yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's
Yeah.
nice to have.
It's nice to have half an hour before your math class,
Yeah,
So
so you can do work
It breaks
at
up the
last
monotony.
minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then coming into Nasa High School your freshman year, did you guys find it hard to make friends and like get around campus easily?
Not really. I mean,
Yes, absolutely.
okay. I mean, it varies per person, but
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like a lot of us came into the school with friends, so we kind of had that like we had that backup, but we could also, you know, it was easy to branch out and meet new people just because everyone was so kind.
Yeah,
And
coming
welcoming.
from the middle school made things a lot easier. My
Yeah.
sister was a senior here, so that helped out too. Like she
Mhm.
was, it was an easy way to
Give it a little
get
head
into
start.
the school.
Mhm.
No
Not everyone
comment.
has that, obviously.
I came from charter, so there was only like 10 of us maybe from charter come in here, and I had to meet new people, and I think that experience changed my life because I met new friends that will probably be with me for like the whole rest of my life. So
No comment.
Okay. Well, moving on from that into 10th grade, and you guys took the MCAS in 10th grade,
Mm-hmm.
and the new MCAS is you take it on computers, but you guys took it on, paper.
yeah.
Mhm.
Which do you think you would have preferred?
So, I mean,
I never did online.
Obviously, we
did
haven't
that.
used the computers, but I think just based off what I've heard from other people, I would prefer paper just because
Mhm.
the computer program doesn't seem to be quite worked out yet. And the paper is always nice because I can go back and check and
yeah, I
I
just
can map
always,
it all out.
especially with like things that important, I love to have it on paper because it's right there in my hand. I don't
Mhm.
have to worry about whether or not the Wi-Fi might go out and I might lose everything. And also from what I've heard, it's just been a much more stressful thing to deal with having to do it online because it's just not very intuitive with the way that the test is because it's a lot of like dragging and a lot of like kind of busy work that you have to do that's just kind of unnecessary for MCAS. But I mean, I know it's in early stages, but I definitely would say if they can to go back to paper.
Yeah, it'd
But,
make it a lot more easier if you're doing like a math MCAS.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely with math. That's
It's
Yeah,
kind of
for sure.
I mean, I think
Yeah.
if they do it more on paper, it would be a lot more easier because they usually shut down the Wi-Fi.
yeah.
And did you guys feel as though your teachers prepared you enough for him?
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd
MCAS
say
has
so.
never really been too much of a hassle.
No.
No.
And
I mean, Mr. Mylan, well,
I know that in one of my class, I can't remember which, but we had like a day where we were like, okay, we have MCAS coming up. Like, let's just do some things that you can expect to see on it, which was helpful. So, yeah.
And MCAS definitely prepared me for other standardized tests like the AP test
Yeah,
And the
definitely.
or
SATs.
SATs
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
anything like that. Yeah.
Definitely.
That's the more stressful.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
take them.
So for those of you who did take the SATs, how did you guys prepare for them?
probably. I mean, my parents went through the whole thing and they bought like all these books on like how to study for the SATs. But the biggest thing I found helpful was actually Khan Academy because they really just lay out every single detail that you need to know about the SATs. And it was really helpful. And also was very nice because it kept your progress. It was basically like taking an online class for free. So I
Yeah.
would say definitely for anyone out there that's stressed or wanting to know the best way to study for SATs, I would say either use Khan Academy or get a tutor.
Yeah. I got the, $80, $70 book that's like
Yeah.
this
like,
big.
Super thick.
I just don't like. I can't personally. I couldn't just sit there and just go through the book. So I did the Khan Academy thing, and yeah, I definitely would suggest a tutor. I think that like the hands-on doing it with someone else that is knows it and can teach you is better. I don't know like that. I don't even. I mean, I looked in the book a little bit, but I didn't use it.
I mean, it's helpful to have someone there with you to
Yeah.
help
Yeah.
explain the
Exactly.
steps that the
Yeah.
book obviously can't, nor the iPad.
Yeah.
And Khan Academy actually checks what questions you got wrong and like reinforces based off that. It figures out what you need to do, which is a really cool thing.
And then how many times did you guys take the SATs?
I took it twice. No
I-
essay.
Yeah.
Also took it twice with
I
no
took it.
essay.
Twice, once with essay, once without.
And
I took the practice SAT and then I took
Oh,
the
yeah.
regular SAT.
Yeah.
So technically once.
And did you notice that your scores improved the second time?
For sure.
Yeah.
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 I went to Oyster Fest instead.
Yeah, something very nice about the SATs is it is very important to just take it a bunch of times because especially when you are looking to go to college, you can take your best scores from each category and then you can have
Yeah.
an overall better score. So I would definitely say take it more than once. I would say at least 2 times, even more if you can, because it's just like you only get benefits from it.
Yeah. That's true.
And did any of you take the ACT or just the SAT?
I just took the SAT.
SAT.
Again, same weekend.
Oyster Fest.
In my
And then
defense, I thought I was going to win $1,000.
Hey, that's fair.
another thing offered at Nauset is a lot of AP classes. Did any of you guys take advantage of those?
I personally did not.
Yeah, I took AP Psych my junior year and then Art History this year. Both classes are great. Psych I had with Miss Cobalt, who's not here anymore, but the new teacher I guess is supposed to be pretty good. Mr. Clark is great if you can get a class with him. I've said his name a few times here. But he's a really good teacher. I like him a lot.
Yeah, I ended up only taking one AP class during my Nauset career, but I definitely recommend people to take at least 1 or 2 because it's very nice to have that experience because it's much more of a college experience with more workload and then the testing is more difficult. Yeah.
That is very true.
Thank you.
Okay.
That's just not my style of like learning at the moment. I'm not the workload kind of
Yeah.
guy.
Gotcha.
And then moving into your senior year, how did you guys manage college stuff?
Barely.
Yeah.
Same here.
True.
My grades are what you might call awful. So getting into college was a lot of
Repulsive.
stress for me. I recommend working on that earlier than later.
Yeah.
Yes.
Focus
Yeah.
on that, because if you don't, whoops. But yeah, it was a lot of stress. So whatever you can do to get ahead of it, like
Yeah.
sophomore, junior, freshman year, is worth it. I
It
think.
really the pressure pretty much begins like junior year. That's when it's like you
Yes.
start making
Yeah.
decisions, and yeah, I'm sure you know.
Very true.
I mean, it kind of sucks, but it's worth it to stay after school at least 2 days a week with your B-Day classes and A-Day classes. That's my advice to you to help you be more caught up and get a better understanding of the material.
It's true.
Yeah, I
More
would definitely
experience.
say from pretty much a lot of our experiences, I would say definitely starting early for college is the biggest
Is the
thing.
Yeah.
move.
Like
Definitely.
you're pretty much looking at the people that kind of mess that up a little bit. Like I would definitely say
Yeah.
starting
From
at
personal experience.
yeah, from personal experience. I mean, it's just like senior year is supposed to be the year that you can enjoy it and have fun. And I mean, yeah, you'll still have pressure
You really
from college,
can't.
but it is supposed to be fun and also like a little bit of pressure of college. But definitely, if you wait too long, you will
It gets
Mhm.
not have the best senior year.
Yeah,
Trust
senior
me,
free
we
time
are
is way more
not
fun
kidding.
Yeah.
than
Yeah.
your sophomore free
Yeah,
time.
definitely. For me, my grades were really good, but it was just starting like looking for colleges late. That was my problem.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm just going to 4Cs. But that's what I'm gonna decide what I want to do
Right.
there.
Right.
Yeah.
Same here, doing 4Cs. Less paperwork. I have a lot on my mind, and I'm trying to be caught up with every single class. It's impossible to do everything all at once.
I hear you.
So, what are your plans after high school? Because you guys graduate next month.
Do you want to start?
I'm going to Suffolk in Boston, and I'm going to study film, the critical side of things. Hopefully get a job there, but who knows?
My plan is I will be going to 4Cs for about 2 years, then transferring just to give myself some more time to kind of figure out what I want to do.
I am not going to school, surprise. But, I mean, I might go in the future if I decide, but so far I'm just going to be working.
Similar to Tyler, I might be going for a year or two and then transferring. I want to do some kind of video editing school.
Nice.
And once I do that, I have a few contacts who I want to work with after that. So,
Nice.
yeah.
I'm guilty as anyone. I'm doing 4Cs too.
Nice.
Yeah, I plan to transfer my credits and hopefully find a good paying job.
Good stuff.
Good.
I mean, ultimately, whatever you decide to do is a good decision as long as you have a plan of what you want to do. Even
you
if you
keep
don't
at
have
it.
And you're happy.
even
Yeah.
if you don't have an idea of what you want to do in your future, just start small. Like nothing, like you don't have to pressure yourself into anything. So it's all about just kind of playing to your speed, because I know there's a lot of people that are just like, get the best grades, go right into college, and then there's other people that want to take their time and kind of figure out like, what do I actually want to do?
And I hate the stigma of like, or you'll hear it a lot. It's like, what do you want to do when you grow up? Like, pick something. Like, there's like this pressure to just pick some career, do something. But it's like, take your time. I mean, at least just find something you like that you think you'd like, and then go with that. Who knows? You could change it completely down the line. But
Yeah.
Hey, it's all right to change things down the line.
exactly.
I mean, you can do multiple careers for a couple years and just switch it up.
exactly.
Yeah.
Just take
I mean,
it.
no one's gonna say anything to you about it.
It might be your dream job, but you might just get, used to it. Like, just
Normal job. Yeah.
I mean,
might
you
just
can.
not like it anymore and want to do something
Yeah.
else.
Exactly.
I know. I mean, you can have multiple dream jobs and do either one of them for a couple years and move on to the next one.
And speaking of jobs, do you guys have any summer plans or summer jobs?
Yeah, I'm working at Kate's in Brewster, scooping ice cream.
Yeah, I'll be working at the Barley Neck Inn in Orleans, and just a lot of going to the beach and hanging out with friends.
Yes, I do ice deliveries out of Provincetown. It is fun though because I get to work with my friends and stay in an air-conditioned truck.
Going to the beach is a big part of my summer. But I work at Shaw's, and I don't want to work there really much anymore. I'm trying to find a landscaping job.
Nice.
So
Oh, try Ponderosa. I too am going to be working in Provincetown, only it's not going to be air conditioned.
What are you doing?
I'm going to be a head sharker in P-Town and at Native Cape Cod Seafood, and
Oh,
probably
wow.
work on the
Nice.
boat with a chopper.
Nice.
Yeah.
that's nice.
And what is your favorite spot on Cape Cod during the summer?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Wow.
Secret, I can't reveal it.
By spot, what do you really mean?
I mean, who wants to?
Or a
There's
place to go?
there's a small pond near my house that I go with my friends and chill there. That's nice, I guess. Not the answer I guess you guys were looking for, but that's
Good.
Hey, it
I
works.
what I
mean,
got.
Nauset Beach has always been kind of like my second home during the summer because I live right next to it, and that's pretty much where I am all the time. But I would say probably like my favorite place to go to is P-Town, just because there's just so much to do, and it's really
A lot
fun.
going
Just
on,
like the atmosphere there is just something else on Cape Cod, and it's just like one of the things where you can just like text your friends and be like, oh, do you just want to go hang out in P-Town? And you can literally spend the whole day just hanging out
Yeah.
there. And it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I double that. I'm also in that, text someone, hey, you want to go to P-Town? Yeah, I mean, I'm not much of a beach guy, but like hanging out in P-Town, there's just plenty to do, and I live close, so yeah.
It's crazy in the summer. Like,
Yeah, it definitely
it's,
is.
Yeah, overcrowded.
A little
the
bit.
traffic sucks.
It does.
Yeah.
Especially when there's a bike race
Yeah.
in P-Town.
Yes.
I like to spend it offshore, but I rarely get to do that. It's like going to the beach, only There's no sand and no people.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a win-win situation, though, right?
Yeah.
And Aiden, did you have a favorite
Yeah.
place?
I've my whole life I've been going to Crow's Pasture. It's a beach, and it kind of went downhill because
Where is it?
more Dennis.
Dennis.
More
Okay.
people found out about it. It used to be like only a few cars there, but and then it just
Got ruined.
tourists kind of made it more strict and stuff. So
Make it
there's a
hard.
lot of stuff you can't do there anymore.
And then one final question: is there like one teacher that made an impact on you that you had here at Nauset, and why?
I think I know who. Miss McCauley.
What's that?
Explain.
I wouldn't be here without her. Literally, I wouldn't be on the show right now if it wasn't for her.
Props to Miss McCall.
Aiden.
Come back to me.
Okay.
All right. This is a hard
Um,
one, really hard.
Jody
Favorite
Burchell.
teachers? Well,
Okay.
honestly, it's changed over the years.
Mm-hmm.
Like, honestly, once you get to like senior year, you just kind of like feel more in with the teachers. If that makes you'll figure it out. You can like talk to them more. It's kind of nice. Probably my favorite.
It's hard.
Either Mr. Pino or Mr. Bolton. He was
Oh,
there.
Mr.
Yeah,
A.
I really like him. He
You're
was
talking
really
about
fun.
the bald guy with
Yes,
the
he
tattoos.
is. I call him
Yeah.
Shiny. He's my favorite.
But I
Yeah.
will miss Miss Caruso and Jody Burchell.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Miss McDonald,
Okay.
I enjoyed her
Tyler?
class.
I would definitely say, yeah, Coach Pino.
Yeah.
Pino has always been one of my favorite teachers just because he used to coach lacrosse, and I've just always been able to have nice, upbeat conversations with him.
Yeah, he's a good
But
guy.
I would definitely say the teacher that left the biggest mark on me would be Lisa Brown. She teaches exploring and respecting differences, just a very, very interesting class. You
Yeah.
learn all kinds of things that just
Open your eyes.
yeah, it opens your eyes about many, many things, and I definitely recommend it. I took Exploring and Respecting Differences 1 freshman year, and then I'm currently taking Exploring and Respecting Differences 2 this year. But I would definitely take as many classes with her as you can because she is just the nicest person ever.
Oh, did you go on the Haiti trip with her yet?
No, I did not.
All right.
Hold on. I wanted to take that class like during my whole year. I just didn't get around to it. But a unit we're doing now in SWS, like race and stuff, is like sounds very similar to that class, like what
Yeah.
you're learning in that.
Well, that is all the time we have for today. But thank you very much for being on the show, and I wish you all luck in your future after high school.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I am Jordan Hour with another episode of Half Hour with Jordan Hour, and I will see you next time. Thank you.